everyone, and welcome to Zach's study guide for the Intro to Theater Production Final.
Go on.
I was gonna say that's like Wayne's World almost.
No, it's Sal's World, bro.
Yeah.
I just keep it going the whole time.
And then not exam, we'll just make do the same time, and people will have the option to either submit a video or they can just come in and demo them.
Can I just do it on Monday?
Yeah.
Can I also do that? Bye, guys.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Monday, Tuesday we're closed.
I'm not gonna fall break. Fall break.
Yes.
I won't be
eventually
distracting,
we'll
I'm
be
sorry.
Anyone that's doing this, hold on for now. All right, so the exam covers everything we talked about, period. No, I did, basically I went selectively, like if there was content that we had to more lightly cover, I pulled some of that out and replaced it with questions that are more relevant to what we did talk about. So there was a couple questions where I reduced some of the rigging stuff because we ended up had to cut a day of that we normally do, and tried to stick with just the stuff that is most relevant to what we talked about. So it covers general safety. And so we can talk through that here in a second. It covers our basic hand tools, so anyone that has their tool packet, that's going to be very helpful for you, but we can talk through any questions you guys have. It talks through basic materials, and then basic construction of flats and platforms is the primary stuff. There's a few questions about the fly system, but it's pretty limited. It's more of just general concepts of how does a fly system work, what does it do? Not what does this individual part do that we looked at for 5 seconds. I appreciate the nodding.
I'm engaged.
Good. I apologize. My cinematographer is a rookie.
Sorry, I'm still learning.
Still learning. I'm gonna make everybody seasick. All right, so
Sorry.
since you guys are here, where do we want to start? Where do you guys feel like you have questions in all of that stuff?
Is this exam, is it multiple choice or is
There
it
is
like
a
short
mix.
answer?
So that's a good question. Format-wise, there is some multiple choice and or matching. There is a couple of true or false questions, maybe. I think there's one true or false question. Everything else is short answer response. I like partial credit. And so that gives you an opportunity to write out things in your own words. And if you don't know the right verbiage, if you can explain it to me, or at least convince me that you kind of understand what you're talking about, I can at least give some points. So for those, just do your best. If you don't know spelling, rough it in. I'm going to definitely advise against using anything, ChatGPT or anything. It, first of all, does not understand context. Those spray paints, can they go in the, there's the yellow flammables cabinet in the paint room. On the top shelf, left side, it's sorted by color. You'll find a row of black paints. Oh, and that'll go in the standing drawer in the blue thing. I forgot those were in there. Thank you. And those go in the paint room too. All right. Back to the important things. Back to the good stuff. But yeah, so if you don't know the thing, do your best. Worst case scenario, try and entertain me, and maybe I'll throw you a bone.
That's my strategy.
Humorous antidote, not antidote.
One time I used a
antidote.
Harry Potter quote on one of my quizzes, and I got half credit for it.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're having way too much fun. See, up to
Bro,
this
she's
point.
gonna switch majors at this point.
Yeah, I am.
No. Your career is in here.
Oh, your thumb was in it.
Yes.
So this was the one that I forgot about on the last quiz. What is the rule for whenever you're like, for the
Finding
fasteners?
fastener length?
Yeah.
That's a grand question.
Please tell me I know that.
Grand question.
I definitely did not. I literally just started naming like numbers.
There's so many things on that I would be,
The good news is the quizzes don't count for much. It's just really encouraging you to go back through the material.
Well, that's good.
The exam counts for more though.
Cool.
Well, that's to be expected.
So if I have two boards, let's say this is 2x4 here, how thick is a 2x4 in the narrow direction? Do you guys remember?
No.
Wait, say it again.
2x4?
What about
Like
it?
it's actual motion?
How big is it actually?
Oh.
It is.
It's 1.5
Hold
plus
Yeah.
3.5.
So
Yeah.
it's actually 1.5 here. And then if I want to take a piece of plywood right here, so this would be 3/4 inch CVX ply, and we're building a platform. And I need to choose my fastener length, and I'm going through. And this is actually 3/4 inch. Because, well, I say that, it's actually not. It's a 32nd of an inch small because they cheat us. We're going to call it 3/4 inch though, because it's 30 seconds different. So how do we figure out our fastener length? What do you guys think? You guys, does anyone think they remember?
We multiply the width by 2.
This?
No, the other one.
This?
Yes.
So our fastener going this way is going to be 3 inches long. It'll be sticking out.
Okay.
I don't know. I took my best guess on that clue.
So basically, if
don't
I'm
listen to me.
going from the 3/4 ply through into this, I need to be, if this is X, basically it needs to be 2X minimum. You can always exceed it. So this total length should be, if this is 3/4 inch, should be all the way down to here, a minimum of 1.5 inches to have enough penetration to make sure it's strong.
I think that's what I put this.
Yeah, so twice as thick, or twice as long as the first material is thick is your general rule of thumb. You can always exceed it without poking out, but you shouldn't go less than that or you're not going to have proper attachments.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is anyone confused by that? Or is that
So
clear?
you said it's twice the
Twice as long
As-
as this is the
as
first
this is
material
thick.
you're going through.
Okay.
So if I was going the other way, what would that rule if I was going through this 1.5 inch long thing? How long should I be doing it? Technically 3, but as you sticking out. So in this case, I could go that, I could shorten it, but then I'm not going to get a great, like it's much stronger going the other way. So it's there's a level of common sense in there too. So you can follow the rule, but obviously there are exceptions, like if you're doing weird stuff, or when we're attaching 2 flats together and we're doing the verts attaching them, technically it should be 1.5 inches is what we're doing, but I know that half the time people sink their screws in. And so if we do that and we sink them at all, they're going to poke out and then all the actors are going to find them and we'll have blood all over the place. So we go for 1.25 inches there, knowing that they'll sink them a little bit so that they're still not poking out, so no one gets hurt. That's our exception to that rule.
I'm sorry, I had to do a part 2, so
Next question.
You have to edit them.
I have. Can you, God, can you review? Was it the types of like tension that's put on the wood? I wasn't here for this, but I know it was a question on the quiz, and I want to make sure that I
Yeah,
have
we don't
it.
talk too much on it.
Okay.
I took off most of the questions about forces, but we still, it's a good thing. So general forces, there was 5 of them. You guys remember them?
Yes.
All right, so what's, name one of them.
sheer,
Compression. Remind me what compression is.
We're smushing things.
It's the squishy force.
squishy force,
What is my answer?
Okay, so if I'm standing on a platform, it is me fighting the ground pushing back up, right? All right, so tension is
Pulling apart.
the opposite. So it's,
Non-squishy.
and so typically a great example of that is a rope or a cable. We've got something suspended below, it's trying to pull. But we also do see it on some of this. If we ever have a flat or a platform and we're putting weight on it, it's going to try and deflect down and bend. And what we'll actually see is right here at the top, it's going to be in compression, but the bottom is going to try to pull apart in tension. So we do see some of that on a platform too. It's just less, it's less obvious. But obviously, like a rope hanging down, tension's the only thing you're dealing with. You can't push a rope. All right, do we want to cover the other forces?
sheer,
Okay, so what's another one?
sheer.
Oh. I didn't understand what you said the first time. So shear. What's shear?
You just ignored it.
I'm sorry.
What's shear?
It's like 2, isn't it? Like,
It's 2 forces next to each other pushing opposite against a horizontal member. So if we have like a bolt or a board, basically that's trying to push that way, that's trying to push that way, and it's trying to separate us. That's how scissors work, is you have 2 opposite things pushing,
Shears.
and it separates your paper.
Ah. Say that again.
So like scissors, like they separate like that? Like shears. Shear. You got that? That's crazy.
We never promised you the video would be good.
it's gonna be great.
All right, so another one.
Um,
Gravity.
The bendy.
Bendy. I wasn't here. At least I'm trying to say something.
Well, gravity is a force.
Technically speaking, technically.
So bending would be like if we have something and there's something trying to push it outside of being straight. So trying to force it off to the side, or it could be horizontally, like the platform example again, where it's forcing it to smile. That's a bending force. And so it's not necessarily something actually pushing there, but the overall force allows it to start flexing, and it's gonna try to go to a point, and what's gonna happen eventually?
Snap.
It's just gonna snap. So we wanna always keep stuff from doing that, either by building it out as something strong enough where that's gonna be prevented, or we can do something to help keep that from being possible. So we could lock it in place with triangles, with bracing, some way to basically keep this from being even a possibility. Or we could add another board against it. There's a million different ways for us to combat that problem, but we do have to recognize it as a problem. And the longer your leg, the more potential for bending, because the longer things can be able to flex more easily than the short thing. All right, there's one more.
Can I look at my notes?
You can try.
Oh, I meant like my notes I took that day. Wait.
Fortune or
Rotational.
rotational force.
Oh, rotational. I spelled it wrong.
Rotational force or torsion. And so that's just something trying to pivot something around. So if we have a leg that's attached to something, and it's attached up here to our platform, and we get a kick line going on our platform, like directors love to do, this whole thing's going to try and shift back and forth, and it's going to try and pivot on this point, and it's going to try and twist and turn, and eventually that'll rip that right off. So same thing with this, we need to prevent that from happening by using bracing or something to lock that in position. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's our rotational force.
I'm following.
Any other questions on forces? So, now, talking building stuff. If we have a platform, you can come in, we're doing a quick review session because we couldn't do it this last time. You're on camera though.
For the people who couldn't make it
For
to
the
the
people
review.
that can't make it to our review session because it's outside of class time, Laura Beth's doing a very fun cinematic masterpiece.
No, it really is. I'm like adding stuff like to help them, like
This
rotational.
This is peak. In like 20.
Look at this.
You know,
What did you get?
I am in Buck Films, and I will tell them we need to use Laura Beth's techniques.
Let
Yeah.
me do the next safety video. Can that go over to his piano?
Thanks.
Alright, so, talking about building stuff. We have two main structures, kind of that things really categorize. So, that box over there. You can
I thought it was something
the
that he
box
was
that's
teaching.
that they're building, it's got a piano hiding under the foam piece. Turn, behind you. Behind you, right there. Yeah.
You're gonna have to like edit.
Oh, wait, I have to do part.
Okay. Multitasking in my brain. My brain is done after 3 hours of teaching. Alright, so we have a platform. It has to be different than a flat, so it can handle the force of people standing on it, right?
Yes.
What can we do? So I'm doing a quick review session with these guys because I couldn't fit it last time. We're videoing it for the people that can't be here.
Also, that's
And
just
Laura
part of
Beth
it.
is gonna make them all
Exploring
sit. There's a camera
her
first.
interests.
This is going on my Instagram.
Oh yeah.
So right now we have Shay.
Okay.
And a lot of great stuff.
And a lot of great stuff. Would you mind working with Shay to glue this foam down before?
Huh?
That way it's got a little bit of dry time. If we glue this foam real quick.
Oh, is that what this is for?
Yeah.
What do your socks say, Sam?
This one says "Love
Or
me
if
a
someone
good
else
poop,"
comes in, they can
and this one says "Creative little
And then we'll
fucker."
probably need to just do some plywood scraps or something with weights just to hold it down while it dries. Because then we can start carving by the end of the day.
What?
I said nice.
Oh, thank you.
We do need to
nice
add
sound.
on a little foam on the end, so we can do that here in a sec.
What'd you say?
His full name.
And so what I would do is just pick one side that'll be the top, flush it up to that, leave any gaps at the bottom.
The slow
You
train.
have the option
Okay,
now to like
so-
pause the
Back to the good stuff. All right, so on a platform, what do we do differently than a flat? Actually, let's talk about the difference real quick. Flats, what are they?
Walls.
Theatrical walls. And what properties do we want in a theatrical wall?
Paintable
Paintable,
and
sturdy,
sturdy.
but
Easy to carry.
easy to carry. So we don't want them too heavy. So what materials do we like for flats?
Luan.
Luan for our face. Why do we like Luan?
Easy to paint.
It paints. It's lightweight. And then what's the other one? It's cheaper. Yeah. And it's much lighter. And what's our frame made out of?
Ply.
No.
I'm sorry.
It is made out of lumber. What type of lumber? No.
Two by.
It's by the. Wait.
1x4.
1x4.
Because 1x4 is lightweight but strong enough for that framing. But can we stand on a flat?
No.
No, because it's not strong enough to hold people. So for a platform, which is something that's standable, a horizontal surface, what do we do different for that?
We do a 2x4.
Yes, exactly. We do 2x4 framing, and what's our top in a perfect world made of? Yeah, 3/4 inch plywood is our goal. Do we cheat sometimes?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. What do we use for our example platforms, our practice ones?
Is it the one with the splinters?
Yeah, we did it out of 1/2 inch OSB. Less
USB.
desirable, but in this case it was free. So not what we normally do, but it was good enough for an expendable project because we have unlimited free OSB. And it is made out of wood chips that are glued together. It is the splinter factory.
I still have a cut in my finger.
Exactly. This doesn't have that problem. It's much stronger, much prettier. But oftentimes with platforms, we also need to hide the ugly because we reuse them a lot. So what can we do to hide the ugly? What can we do to make them pretty and more paintable?
Sand them.
We could sand them, but there's an easier thing than that.
Use this
'Cause-
side that's not like it.
no, well, we can, but
I'm throwing them out there.
what do we cover the stage in? Do you guys remember?
Give me a letter.
M? What?
Masonite.
Masonite, yeah. So
I said it
we have
first.
underneath us, we have masonite. It's 1/4 inch thick. It's made out of compressed sawdust, very strong and durable, and takes paint really well. It's the same thing we cover our stage with because it paints well, it's durable, and it's nice on feet. This will give you splinters. That's made out of sawdust. There's no chance of splinters. And so typically we're reusing our platforms a lot, so we'll put masonite over them, just so we have a nice, smooth, safe surface for actors, especially if they're going to be barefoot. If we know they're going to be barefoot or in stocking feet, guaranteeing I'm covering everything in masonite, just because it's going to make it safe. Because if it wasn't, if people aren't, I could potentially paint this, especially if it's out of sight, and just make it so it's not raw wood. But
Is it
we wanna be pretty.
expensive?
Masonite it didn't used to be, but it is more expensive right now.
Inflation.
Inflation sucks. Capitalism. Everything should be free to me.
Just to you.
Just to me.
Okay.
All right,
Just
so
making sure that's where it was going.
now I did take off a question about the platform legs because in the past it would be what type of the question was what sort of platform legs would be most appropriate for a couple different situations. We barely were able to cover
Is
this,
it
so
that one?
I did take not necessarily,
Oh.
and so I did take and it basically was you would get to choose and defend your choice.
Oh.
I took that question off, but let's talk through kind of pros and cons of these real quick while we're looking at it. So we did 4 different types of legs. Which one was the easiest? Is it the right way?
Yeah.
It's right. What's easy about it?
You just screw it in.
Now, is it strong?
No.
Not really, no. Could it do the job?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, but we hesitate
Yes.
because it's not very strong. It doesn't have the ability to handle the shear force, and then those are prone to ripping out because we got a long lever arm. So what can we do better? What's the other negative with it?
It can like bend
Well,
and
yeah,
turn.
that, but what's the other negative just from where it's placed on the platform?
It's on the inside.
Yeah, it's inset. So when we're doing masonite facing, if I want to come down from here, I need to add an extra piece so I've got something to support the frame. You're alive!
I said the same thing.
We're finishing a review session. So. I guess, Matt, you could always, if you get them started, you could always let them keep doing on that, and then you can do what you're doing. I had her put the chain of wood putty over there. That's a new model. If we have old stuff, we should probably use it first, but I wasn't sure if it was still good.
Does
So I
it
got
have holes? Does it stay on this one?
theoretically.
I don't have anything huge that we need to fill.
And so if we don't need to film, yeah. Okay, back to this. I needed to get over the free shipping thing. It's like if I was either going to pay shipping or pay for stuff, so I got stuff. So I think we'll use that for the dollar joints.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the legs. What can we do to fix our issues with shear strength and the proneness to ripping off?
Hex bolts.
We can just use some other hardware. So we've got the countersunk hex bolts, or we have our carriage bolts, are both more appropriate. They can handle the shear strength. They create a sandwich. If you guys remember, there's the nut and the washer on the inside. So we have, if you rip it off, you have catastrophically destroyed your leg versus the other one's just ripping out the screws. Like, I could rip that out in about 5 seconds if I bent it at the right angle with the screwed one. Those ones, you have to physically break all the wood. It will be a catastrophic failure. So we fixed a lot of issues. What's the other issue that remains with those ones, though? They're both inset, and then labor-wise, were they more or less work than the screws?
More.
Just a little bit, but we fixed a lot of things, so we've got some pros there. What's the main negative install-wise with the carriage bolt?
Sticks out.
Yeah, they stick out a little bit. So is that an issue all the time? No, but if we're putting anything together, that creates an obstruction. We're going to create a gap. And if you're really unlucky and they both butt up together, you've created a gap that's twice as thick. What's the issue with the countersunk hex bolt? That's the one where we created the big hole.
You have to be careful how hard.
Yeah, it's more work, and we are removing materials. So we could, if we're not smart about it, we could take away more material and compromise it. So we got to be smart about that. So what was the other option we talked about?
The screw compression.
Yeah, screwed compression leg, which I've said it before is my personal favorite because it's really easy. It just screws and that plywood plate, which we just pull that from scrap, and as we need to replace it, we will. And then so it's 1 5/8 screws. They shouldn't be holding any weight because, if you guys remember, because it's directly under the frame. This should put, if I put weight here, it puts it directly in the frame, puts it directly in that, bypasses all the hardware and makes it stronger. And so super handy. The screws are just keeping it in the right spot. They're not taking any weight if you do it right. Now, it has one main disadvantage, but I will say, I forgot to say, this fixes the issue with it being inset because it sits under the frame. So now I can run facing all the way down and have it be supported. And I can tie into other platforms or legs if I want to, which is nice. So what's the main negative with this one?
It's bendy. You can
It is very reliant on having proper bracing. Because yes, I could rip this one off just like the other one. So if it's not braced, it could get broken off. There's one other main negative with it.
Is it the extra material, or is it just like?
Can I use this on an angled surface?
No.
Oh, no.
No. So if I had a platform that was angled, and I tried to put it there, it would try to ride up the angle. And so it can't handle that. So I would have to find an alternate method for that. So commonly that's if I have a raked platform, which means at an angle, or if I have a staircase. I can't put it underneath because it can't properly lock in there unless I created a flat spot for it to sit, which is doable, but that's more work. And so it's trying to choose what's my most appropriate thing for the situation. Any questions on all that stuff? Other questions? Tools. And yes, so some stuff's not necessarily on the cheat sheet because you already have it in your packet. So tool safety. Well, yeah, go ahead and ask your question, then I'll.
No, never mind. I was just gonna say that the only two things that I was confused about were the tension and the platform. Like, so that's what I listened.
All right, so tools. Do you guys have questions about those? Why don't we talk about cross cuts, rip cuts real quick, especially for the people that aren't here. All right, so how do trees grow?
How do trees grow?
Yeah, how do trees grow?
Photosynthesis.
So they grow out in which way? Like, how do they like? As they grow bigger. How do they grow bigger?
They get more.
Yeah, so every year it'll put on. Every year it'll put on a ring.
Yes, okay, no,
And so when we cut it up, we end up with the profile of the grain shown. That's our wood grain. So different than the grain you guys are going to learn over there. If you haven't, I don't know if you talked about that yet today. But over there you're going to learn about the grain of fabric. Totally different thing. Like the group today, I said, forget everything you know about it. We're not going to use it here. We're going to use totally different stuff for the same word. And so we do have tools that are better at cutting it one direction than the other. So if I go with the grain, the long ways, hot dog way, what's that type of cut?
Cross cut.
This one's going to expect me to start with the cross cut.
And I was a sheep.
So rip cut is correct. So with the grain, long ways, hot dog way is a rip cut. What's the other one where it's perpendicular to the grain? That's a cross cut because it's across the grain. I don't know why they didn't just do cross and width, a width cut and not a cross cut. I don't know.
Because like rip cut.
It just sounds cool.
Yeah.
But we have some tools that are more appropriate than others for these things, right, guys? So what can we do if I needed to make a small to medium cross cut? What would my most appropriate tool be?
The radial on the saw.
That is one good option. What's the other option I can do?
The one next to it.
Next to it is which way? It's not directly next to it.
The one with the big circle, the bar. Show it, Laura.
That's the radial arm saw over there.
Wait.
The chop saw?
That's the
Is that?
compound
That's the
miter saw,
compound
right?
miter saw or chop saw. So
Oh.
both of those are good options for it.
My bad.
Yeah, you don't need it. So that's great stuff. That's an expanding foam we're using to adhere our foam down. It's super sticky and it sticks to everything.
Cool. Cool.
We'll probably need to use some plywood scraps and weights to. Yeah, it's a weird stuff, but it works really well. If you ever get it on your hands or anything, it'll be there until it falls off. Well, until your skin grows out, like when you get new skin, basically.
Just double check.
Yeah, until your hand falls off. It eats it like
a
it's acid.
scar.
Okay.
Until you grow another.
Small to medium crosscut, best to do on chop saw or radial arm saw. Can the radial arm saw do anything else besides crosscut?
That's that one.
The gray one over there, the delta.
Can it technically do
It can do rip cuts, but
it's not recommended.
it's
not
messier,
safe.
it's not as safe, and it's harder to do accurately.
If you do rip cuts, you want the table saw.
And so yes, rip cuts, you're right, the table saw is our best option. But it sometimes breaks, and so that's what we have to do. Can the table saw do cross cuts?
Technically.
It can do large cross cuts, or if you want to do small ones, it does have an accessory to help do it, but we have easier options. We can use the chop saw or the compound miter, or the radial arm saw. So we only use the other option if we have to.
Yeah.
Because you do the thing it's best at. All right, now the yellow one over there, what's that one best at?
Big.
What's it called?
Panel saw.
The panel saw, and it's best at what?
Medium to large to extra large.
Yeah. Cross cuts, yeah. So large to extra large cross cuts, because it can cut up all the way to 4 feet as a cross cut.
Yeah.
And then you can technically also rip cut on it, but again, it's harder to do accurately. So we do it if we have to, but it's not our first choice. All right. Now, we use some tools to make our let's give it away, the push stick. So the push stick was all weird shapes. So what were our good options for tools for that one?
The ones in the back.
Jigsaw was one of them, the bandsaw, and there was one other one.
Scroll saw.
Scroll saw. So all those ones work differently than the ones that we did. Like all the tools we just talked through, they have one kind of common characteristic, and it's the shape of the blade, right? Those are all circle blades. And so,
Sorry, my hands are very cold right now.
and so that circular blade can only do a straight line. But the other ones have a different shaped blade. What's kind of the profile of that one?
I did not
More like us. Like it's like more like straight.
Yeah, it's a real thin line. So like the jigsaw, the scroll saw, they move up and down very quickly. And it's a very narrow blade, which helps it do kind of organic, weird shapes. And the bandsaw, similar shape, but it's long and it's like a rubber band shape, so it can run
Like a rubber band.
I caught up.
So
I got lost for a second.
you're good. All right, wood glue. Why do we use wood glue when we're filming stuff?
Doesn't it
It helps
Hey Jake,
it.
there's new bandsaw blades in that box.
Where's the blade?
Yeah,
Together, you
there's two of the same.
It's like a little bit more, but
Yeah, it makes it more sturdy, right?
The
'Cause,
wood
like,
glue helps, well, especially with some of our fasteners, we're really relying on the glue to do the job, and
Yeah.
the fastener, like a staple, holds it while the glue does the thing.
Because then you say that the wood will fuse together with the wood glue.
It
Yeah,
stays
so the
forever
glue
and ever.
will end up being stronger in the wood, so it will break next to the glue instead of at the glue,
Yeah.
if you've done it properly. So it's pretty darn effective. But it really helps us if we have something if we want to make sure it doesn't vibrate loose, it'll help with any squeaking. My house is from 1941. And so there's lots of boards that were tongue and groove that have a little bit of movement that's happened over the years, and they go as they do that. And so we don't want that on stage, so the glue helps with that too. Makes everything stronger and then helps with that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Other questions? What's a fly system do?
Fly things.
It fly things?
Old
What sort of thing?
scenery and people and
Sometimes people.
Sometimes people, usually not. Lights,
Lights.
curtains. And so how does it work? Just at the most basic part of the concept.
It's like a pulley.
It's a pulley system, but it behaves like what? If you think about
seesaw.
it. A seesaw. So one side goes up, one side goes down, and vice versa, and you want to have them in balance. So what do we use to counter on the one side any sort of scenery we hang on?
weights.
Weight. And what does the weight do?
it like balances.
Yeah, it balances it so that what?
So that you're not carried, like.
So you're not actually holding the weight, you're just manipulating the weight.
Yeah.
And then, what did we use? Do you want help?
Oh, I'm just swinging.
Okay, I thought you were trying to get the cord. With a pencil was kind of weird. And so, what do we use instead of rope with our fly system to move stuff around?
Aircraft.
Yeah, aircraft cable. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's metal cable. It's flexible, but it's more strong than rope. That's what I do.
I just let it go. Yep. And then it makes a really cool noise. I did that one time and it came back and it got my arm and it just ate me to pieces.
Make sure the teeth go the right way when you put it in. We did it the one day we accidentally did it backwards. You have all these random tangents for people that are in what's going on. Aircraft cable, because it's more durable. It's not sensitive to humidity in the way that rope is, and it's not going to rot. It is prone to corrosion, so you have to be aware of that if we're in a caustic environment. Or like on a cruise ship, they have to use stainless steel for a lot of their stuff because of the ocean. We thankfully do not have that issue. Yeah. I'm glad we don't have to deal with that. What theater do we do our shows in?
The
The
book.
Bach. The Bert Seebach Theater. And then what type of theater is it?
Black
Black
box.
box. What makes it a black box?
It's
What makes
black
it the Bert
and
Bach- The
box.
Bert Bach black box.
It's woven black, and
It's
so
made
that
black.
and it's in the shape of a box. But it can be adapted into many different stage forms.
Exactly. It's made to be flexible
Flexible.
seating, flexible seats. None of the curtains other than the perimeter are really permanent. So it can be super flexible.
Flexible.
What type of theater is the Grand Ball?
Grand. I'm sorry.
It is proscenium, which means the seats are on one side. Other questions?
Do we need to know the kinds of?
Huh? Today? For which class? Ah,
Do we need to know the kinds of stages, like the?
not too much.
Okay.
Not too much. What do you mean?
Probably like what
What
he
do you
just
mean?
said.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
He actually takes this off and changes
It's the
it.
only thing not on it.
I'm gonna just change yours. All right.
Wait, can we see all theaters or you have to really go out?
It depends what the question is. I don't write this stuff. I just told you. All right. Other questions?
None. What
I don't think
color
so.
are you feeling today?
What color am I feeling?
Yeah.
Indifferent.
So that's not a color.
That's not how that works.
So answer my damn
I
question.
feel good.
My dick bullshit.
Sunshine.
That means
Sunshine
purple.
Yeah,
We're not
but-
talking like macaroni.
Yeah.
You are a set designer. You should know better.
No, I'm not a set designer.
You
I build.
can. You help.
I
You
can
help.
design it. I'd rather design than build it. I do.
Clever?
I do.
Okay, exactly.
Exactly.
I just like the structural part more.
Zach, do you have a dog?
Kind of.
Kind of.
What do
We had
you
a dog,
mean?
and we had issues back when my daughter was 2. And so he lives with my in-laws now. So he's still our dog, but he doesn't live with us at this point. His name is Scout. He's a dachshund mix. He's adorable.
Hi,
He's a little
Scout.
nervous about people. Oh, it's sitting on top of the key box in my office on the wall. It's not even in it, it's just on top.
I told you it was in there somewhere. I just didn't know where.
He told you it was in there somewhere.
Yes.
Cool.
And then let's talk about knots.
Okay.
Any other questions?
How many
before knots?
questions are on it?
On the exam?
Yes.
I think it's 32 plus 2 that aren't actually questions about stuff. They are survey questions. So one's like, what's the favorite thing you had in this class? So we can just ask me, and then any idea, like basically it's like one thing that you think would improve this class
Got it.
And how many points is it worth?
out of 100.
So it's a big boy.
It's a doozy.
It's a doozy.
But it is, you have 2 hours, you won't need the whole thing, and it is open book, open door.
Oh, okay.
Bro, why are we here?
But you only get the questions one at a time in random order.
I'll just be
And you don't
playing
have to go
this video.
backwards.
I'll just be playing this video in the background while taking them.
Except what if you're in the wrong spot?
What if I'm in the wrong spot? I'm in the line.
And she can fast forward the video.
Say something to your future test-taking self.
I got this.
No, she doesn't.
Are we doing ropes? Are you leaving?
And so knot-wise, I would encourage anyone that can't be here to review knots. There is stuff on D2L. There are some video courses, but there's also really good resources on YouTube.
I think I'm heading out too. I'm like
What time is it?
I am too. I haven't ate since like 7 o'clock.
I haven't.
Anyone that wants to stick around though. So, all right, so deadlines. Both the knot exam and the other exam will be due midnight on Friday of next week. The knot exam I will accept in person, or I will make a Dropbox for anyone that wants to submit a video.
I come in after fall break and work on that platform. Or do you want to wait till after Little Women?
Let's get Little Women on its feet first. If you don't
That's what I was truthfully throwing out.
Oh yeah, because we got to do ours
mind.
too.
All right.
We do have to do ours.
To show the initiative.
And yeah, so what do you guys have left to finish?
We have like 2 more legs to put
We have
on.
3 legs, I think.
Maybe it's next week's plan? Or the week after? I'm almost okay waiting.
Okay.
We have 2 legs.
Okay.
I think we have 2.
Thank you, everybody. And then, if you've got text, if you've got the numbers, you can just
does
share this
not
around.
need to be in the
Otherwise, I can
video.
share it.